Welcome to Life Group. I'm so glad you joined us today. I hope you're enjoying studying 1 John as much as I am. Today we're going to go through 1 John chapter 4, verses 1 through 20. This passage is all about recognizing God and recognizing the people that abide in God. Last week on Easter Sunday, Pastor Kevin shared with us the story about how Mary went to look for Jesus in the tomb, and as she was walking away, she did encounter Jesus, but she only recognized, she thought he was a gardener. She didn't recognize him for who he was. But when she heard his love for her as he called her by name, she instantly knew who he was. She recognized Jesus for who he was, which is the Word who was with God from the very beginning, and the Word who is God. John 8 says that if we abide in the Word, we will know the truth, and the truth will set us free. 1 John 4 is so beautiful because it reveals to us that the truth about God is that God is love, and that perfect love helps us overcome so much that the enemy tries to throw at us. In verse 16 it says, "Whoever lives in love lives in God, and God in them." Some translations use the word abide. Abide is a verb that means to actively remain or wait. What does the Bible say about those that wait upon the Lord? Isaiah 40:31 says that those that wait, or those that abide upon the Lord, will renew their strength. They will mount upon wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Because God and his love sustain us in every way. Those that abide in God are full of love. We love because he first loved us. God is love, and if we surround ourselves with him, then how can it not pour out of us as well? Verse 7 says, "Let us love one another, for love comes from God." There are those that masquerade as if they were from God. They talk about God and they quote scripture, but they don't overflow with love because they're not abiding in God. There is no life in them. Satan tried to tempt Jesus by talking about God and quoting the scripture, but the Word, capital W, will not be deceived by the Word, which is what the enemy was trying to do. God will show you what love truly looks like and help you overcome the works of the enemy. Ephesians 3:19 says, "May you experience the love of Christ, though it is greater than our ability to understand fully. Then you will be made complete with all the fullness of life and power that comes from God." As we experience God's love, his spring of everlasting life and his power come to sustain us. The way to be prepared for false prophets and teachers and the tricks of the enemy is not to be constantly focused and studying on those tricks. It's to lean into God's love. It's to abide in that love. His perfect love will cast out all fear. The fear of being overcome, or being tricked, the fear of failure, the fear of being wrong or not knowing how to defend what you believe. There is no fear in love. The one who fears has not yet been made perfect by that love. My prayer for you today is this. May you truly experience God, who is love, and may you be able to partner with him to cast out fear and insecurity and be made perfect in love. May your eyes be open to recognize the difference between what is authentically God and those who are sent by God in your life, and those who would lead you to try and overcome by your own strength. May you abide with Christ that you might experience the wellspring of life that comes from loving unity with God, and may it transform even the deepest parts of you, that his life may be made complete in you. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you and your life group have an amazing discussion about these scriptures and discover the depth and breadth of God's love together as we walk with Jesus. Be blessed.